thought this morning. If you don't come, the trash man will come. What is you talking about? Keep it moving, baby. It's the HOV lane over here, baby.
Hey, we've been saying that, you know.
It's the HOV lane
Like,
over
hi,
here.
guys.
Hi.
We're back.
Hi.
The dynamic duo. It's just two of us today.
Episode 1. This is episode 1. Season 1, episode 1. Was the last time we did a podcast together, just you and I?
Right? Yeah. It's been a lot of faces.
Yeah.
So a lot of good faces, a lot of good people on here. I appreciate y'all. But we are back. We're back to recording. Pink couldn't be here. She recently just had surgery. She got her boobs taken down. So she's recovering. So yeah. But we back.
Yeah.
We back in full effect. And I mean, if I'm gonna be completely honest, guys, I had a topic today. But then I got on social media and my mind has just been all over the place, but not really. So yeah, we're just gonna.
I just want to say, it's corn. It's the most beautiful thing. It got the juice. I love that shit.
Listen. So I mean, I know we haven't done this in a while because we've been trying to figure out ways to switch up the podcast. But how has your week been since it's just us? I don't know if we really talked this week.
Going back. We did. I'm sorry. This is strawberry. This is strawberry something, and this shit hit a little different at first, but don't worry. I got my sweatshirt on.
Oh my god! I need to show you something too on social media. You're gonna die laughing.
Okay, and we'll get it together. It's going in 3 days a week thing. It's mad stressful.
I know. Trust me.
It's mad stressful.
Yeah.
Like it's like, but it has forced me to go to sleep really early.
It'll do that.
Yeah.
I haven't been to work since. I haven't been in the office. Let me say that. I've been to work, but I haven't been in the office since last year. I broke my toe on New Year's Day. I know that sounds crazy, but yes, I did break my toe. Which is it's healing very well. It's been about 3 weeks. But yeah, I ran into the ottoman and I broke my toe. So I've been working from home. Yeah, so I get it. And now I'm like dreading the fact that I actually have to go back into the office next week, I think. I will, depending on what my x-ray is like. But that 3 day a week, like, I mean, it's stupid. I hate it.
Then I have to.
I don't even know why I have to go in the office because I listen to calls.
I have to get there early because that parking lot gave me straight up anxiety. It gives me anxiety.
I get that. So
And I don't want you to hit my new car. No. So now I'm playing some weird ass game with myself in the parking lot and walk all the way for people, and it's just the walking. It's good because I do a lot more walking. So
I was not trying to go back in there, and I got a boot. I don't have my boot on today because I'm trying to ease myself back into shoes.
How's your foot feel?
My foot today, today it actually feels fine. This is probably like the first time in 3 weeks I actually feel normal. But I can't wear shoes too long because then it starts to hurt my feet. You know, I caught myself trying to do something last weekend, and I paid for it for sure. Like I caught myself like going out. Mind you, I was out for maybe an hour with sneakers on, and yeah, no, I definitely felt the wrath of that the next day. So it's one day at a time.
Keep it on in, big dog.
One day at a time.
Keep it on.
But yeah, no, I haven't been back to work, and I'm low-key trying to that 3 days. Like even though we work from home for 2 days, those 3 days is like you have to mentally prepare yourself to get up earlier than what you normally would, because realistically, if I work from home, I'm getting up 15 minutes before I gotta clock in. I listen to calls all day. I can do that. I can lay in my bed and listen to calls. But when you gotta get up, make sure the car it's cold outside, make sure the car, it's a whole thing. So
Yeah. And COVID had us a little spoiled working from home, which a lot of us thought
Which is making
with
it
the
come
type
back.
of jobs that we had, or that it's more advantageous to be at home, but because it's just easier for us. And I think all of us are suffering with some type of maybe I don't know how I want to pose this word, but a thing where we might not like to be in groups of people anymore, and now we like to be alone and secluded.
I love
so it's kind of good to get some people out of that because they can
but that's the thing with the whole going in the office but not going in the office, because it gives you that social connection, that human connection. But then also it's like, I don't want to fucking be here with you. And I mean that in the most subtle way. I can do this from home. Like when I'm at home, I don't have to put on clothes. I can do all the things that I potentially may want to do. I ain't gonna incriminate myself.
What's her name? That was on the podcast. She was sitting right here at that time, and she came with the other girl.
Trigger.
Yeah. Okay. She asks about you.
Oh yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Very cute. So
she
asks about you.
I actually need to let her know our podcast is up, because she could be real funny. Let's just say that she funny. I was looking at that podcast yesterday. But FYI, all the podcasts are up. Woo, we finally did it.
No, literally, there's one episode that I have to post. And that's the one with Jacob. That's the first one, or the second one. But that's the only one that I have, and everything else is up. So
y'all just don't even know.
Yay.
I made a promise to myself that I would make sure all of the podcasts were up before 2023. So while I was driving to Atlanta, I was literally in the car editing podcasts, posting them, and making sure that they were up.
And it's
every last
to get them up.
So yeah. And okay. So yeah, you're welcome. I hope y'all are listening. I definitely know some people hit me up and was like, hey, your podcast busted. You know, like I got a notification because I even get them like, oh, I see you just dropped, so you know, make sure I look at it. And I'm like, thank you guys. Somebody was like, I didn't know you had a podcast. I'm like, oh, so you obviously don't pay attention to my page at all. Like I've been posting about this podcast for what? This is going on year 3.
Yeah.
So
it's been a lot of fun.
Where have you been? And it has been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of, I will say, I don't know if when I started this podcast, I thought, like, a person that I'm no longer friends with, I had discussed with them that I wanted to start a podcast. So they did motivate me to, they really did motivate me to go out and get out and actually do the podcast. And
shout out
just,
to that.
I mean, yeah, no, shout outs to that, but fuck her. And
you don't got to be like that.
no, I'm gonna be like that. I don't like her.
No, I don't like that.
I appreciate the notion of the support and, you know,
Well,
pushing me to do that.
it's reason, season, lifetime.
Yeah. So
Right.
fuck her.
So you gotta appreciate it for what it is. Maybe that was the whole reason. You know what I mean?
I appreciate the motivation for the podcast. But
Yeah, and then here we are now, almost 3 years later. So you can't be mad at that.
But again, like when it started, I didn't think that, like, cause I remember me and her like sitting down and trying to figure out the name of my podcast, and so I remember and this was even prior to it actually came out. I had a book. I really wish he was here, but I have a book, and that was one of the things I had wrote in my book. Like I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that, I think it was like I want to move out, I want to start a podcast, I want to work on my finances and things of that nature. And I think it was like from 2018.
Okay.
So a lot of those things that I did put on that list, I was able to accomplish. So I will say, just looking back and thinking on just like thinking of the name of the podcast, Toxic K. I did not think it was gonna like really be Toxic K. Like I don't know if the podcast or if life or whatever, like there was, I don't know who took over my life, but Toxic K did. And I'm now in a place where I will say shit should be happening, but it's not as toxic. And I don't know if that was just, I don't know. You know how they say manifesting?
Yeah.
I did not expect for the podcast to really like play a part in my real life.
I think it played heavily on. for me, I think the transformation was moving out, which is coincidentally all around the same time with all of these, you know, the different things happening. And I think just that freedom for being able to do what you, the freedom to do what you want to do, the way you want to do it, was invaluable. Because when you live with your parents, in certain situations, you're gonna be held to a certain type of standard of being, you know, living, being, you know what I'm saying, how to present yourself.
Yeah.
And then when you,
because realistically, like, my hoes didn't come over here.
and then when you are, when you're on your own, it's a little different.
I'm outside.
Yeah, so some of the things that happen.
Not to mention, we lost the whole year of our life of not being outside, which is when I moved out. I literally moved out during the pandemic.
Right.
Which was fucking crazy, by the way.
I try to
still. I honestly.
I try to tell them. But you got to do what you got to do. So I think like a lot of it came from just having the freedom to do what you wanted to do.
Yeah, but it's not even like I had moved out before, because I did. I moved to Norfolk.
Right, but
And we were
now you're living like no roommate, aka best friend, because she moved with her best friend. So I don't even know if that's like a roommate. You just move in with your sister, and y'all ain't got no rules. Y'all holding each other to. Y'all just doing whatever the fuck y'all want to do. So it's different when you by yourself and you on your own, and you can really make up those rules, and you can really do what you want. I remember moving out on my own, like out of my mom's house. The difference was obviously I had kids, so
And I don't got none.
I didn't have a season where I was just like,
Fuck it! Balls to the wall.
no, I ain't.
That's literally our Wi-Fi name.
I didn't have. Thanks for telling everybody. I actually didn't experience that, but I can understand how that could happen. So I think a large part.
I had a lot of leisure time, is what I would say, for sure. Like,
Too much.
way too much. But I honestly appreciate the experiences, because I will say, recently, and this has only been a couple of weeks, and I don't know if this is because I'm coming into the year 30.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, guys. I don't care. I know somebody that was 30 the other day. Well, I'm not 30, but I will be 30 this year. And they looked at me like I was crazy. Because I told them, we were talking about school. So they said, what school you went to? So I told them, and they told me, and we had, ironically, went to the two high schools I went to. We both had went there. So I was like, what year did you graduate? And he looked at me all crazy. I'm like, what year you graduate? So they tell me they graduated at 14. You're a child. I was already gone. I was in college by then. Like, I'm just saying. So when I said that, I was like, oh no, I'll be 30 this year. He looked at me like, you're gonna be 30 this year? Yes, baby, I look good. I know. Thank you. But going into, or I really don't know if this happens to people, or if this is like a thing, a new chapter or something like that. But my mindset is starting to become different, and the way that I'm handling things or looking at things, or it's just different. I can tell. You know, I'm not giving a lot of energy to a lot of things that I would have 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I'm tipping that right before now.
But I told you, and in the 30s, it's gonna be more changes. And looking back on them in retrospect, you're gonna tell yourself, I didn't think that would ever happen. Oh, I didn't think that I would ever do that. You know what I mean? Not in a negative way, but just in a way that's like, I thought that was gonna be forever. And you'll be saying that while your third mind is saying, yeah, but look at the peace.
Yeah.
Look at the peace that
severing
some things has granted you.
And I think I honestly, I don't know, like I was talking to my dad in my therapy session Thursday, which was great by the way. And I was just explaining to her how, as we all know, I've discussed certain relationships that I've been in with certain people on this show, on this platform. And one of those said relationships, the person hit me up, and so did their partner. But I just didn't feel the need to indulge in that situation because I know it's going nowhere. It's not going to serve me unless I, say for instance, just want to have a good time. But realistically, is that where I'm leading to? Is this where this?
What you mean?
Journey?
Open it up.
Okay, so basically,
what you're saying, like, it doesn't serve you, so to like go back and forth with
yeah,
them, or argue
or
with them.
even I know mentally where I am in life. Like, that's not a situation that I'm gonna deal with.
Okay.
You know, it's like it's not a long term situation. So what point is serving me by dealing with this?
Right. Okay. Yeah, you get there at 30.
Yeah. So
honestly,
I'm excited for the
forces you to really look at shit like. That's why you gotta have fun when you can have fun when you're young, and enjoy
your
experience things when you're young. Definitely in your 20s, have fun, because as you started at every decade, your mind really does shift and it changes. And when you get to a point where you're looking at, okay, in 10 years, 10, 12 years or so, I'll be retiring. So now you're thinking about your quality of life once you retire. What's that going to look like?
Yeah.
And then you really ain't got time. I don't got time to be playing with y'all. Because that's the thing. When you're in your 20s, you assume you have all this time. You think, oh, I got time. You don't. You gotta literally buckle down. That was the worst thing I could have did, was not maybe push you guys a little bit harder in y'all 20s to like, no, fun will come later. Buckle down and get certain things established now, because in your 30s you'll be so used to that'll be a part of your life, that'll be normal.
Yeah.
Versus other things that are just not that important. Obviously, I continue to speak to you guys and be like, hey, y'all, you shouldn't da. But you don't really know until you experience it what you shouldn't be doing. But
and that's just like,
it goes quick. Like, your 20s go by so fast.
Because
it's really quick.
Last year I was 28 this time.
Yeah.
I'm about to be 30, and I mean I'm happy. I'm excited. Honestly, I am so excited for 30. Everybody else, I mean, I know. And it's just so interesting because I can vividly remember being like 18. And
What party did we have here?
Which one? For what? My
20
birthday?
what?
My 25th.
Okay.
That was my 25th birthday.
Yeah.
And I had the night under the stars.
Yeah, the night under
Barbecue.
the stars.
Which was nice. We had a good time.
Yeah.
And I went to DC.
Yeah, then we went there the next day.
Yeah. Saw Moneybag Yo.
Was that who that was?
That was Moneybag Yo.
Oh my God, I like him. I didn't even know.
That's when he first came out.
Whoa!
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Because you know what? It was so many things happening that night. Like from walking up to the guard to those people in the VIP beside us to people to people like in the corner taking pictures with bottle girls, like sliding their numbers to bottle girls and shit. It was a wild ass night.
Yeah, and I was already on one.
And I think somebody's car got wrecked that night on the way, you know. So it was like a lot going on. And then somebody was there, and all of us was like, "Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck is this? Like, why is this person just standing really close to us? Who invited you?" But then I found out they like, "Oh, you remember such and such and such and such that was there?" I was like, "No." People's like, "Are you kidding him?" They were sitting right beside us. I was like, "I didn't see those people. Who are you talking about?" It was like they were there.
They were there.
I'm like, I
remember them being there.
Yeah.
His friends.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know the people saying no
I don't
mind.
know. But yeah, no, I will say, and that was 5 years ago. That was 5 years ago. So, and the amount of things that have happened in the last 5 years, it's been great. And I'm it has been up and down, but I'm grateful. I will say that I'm very grateful for a lot of the experiences and the things and the changes that I'm going through. I will say I'm a lot more comfortable where I am now, like my living space. So I think that definitely plays a role in my mindset and how I'm moving. because I don't have to do certain things, or I don't feel so much anxiety in my
Place was haunted.
place of space.
The motherfucker was haunted.
If they say living with the devil,
That motherfucker had a demon in it. And I tell you one thing, you know people, I mean, you know your own children. So, when your children just start doing shit that's completely outside of anything that resembles normal to you, it gotta be a devil involved. It gotta be. It has to be. Because the animals didn't even want to be there. Nobody wanted to be there. I never even went down there. It's just a weird, it's just an eerie feeling. Like it wasn't right. And then when you think about the gas station, dude. When you think about so many different things.
All the shit, the gas station.
Yeah, like
the niggas showing up, the baby mamas, any numerous amount of, like, honestly, let's just the be honest,
vandalism, any
the
bad,
nigga, he just moved in,
like any bad habits that were developed, like were intensified right there.
Yeah,
the energy that it attracted,
the nigga moving in,
the type of people that it attracted,
it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like, I think I was telling you like 3 months, like you need to move, like you need to move. When the dog, listen guys, listen, the dog started having internal organ issues. Now this ain't even, I'm not even joking. I'm serious.
Like Dallas,
this shit was really
that's
upsetting.
why I don't have Dallas, just so y'all know.
This
like,
is really upsetting because the dog had got so sick, and because of the place, like it just did something to him. And like, what do y'all mean? Okay, so this is what I mean. The dog constantly stayed anxious and nervous and he had to be medically treated. And it's not even a joke. The dog had to be medically treated because they didn't know why this was happening to him. He came back home, was here for a week, dog fine, no problem. Not only one time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Every time the dog will go, the dog come back sick. Not 1, 2, sick. They're throwing up for 3 or 4 days after. So I'm like, that's not even normal, bro. It's not even, the animals be telling you it's not normal place to be. You know?
I should have known he shitted on the floor the first day.
It's not normal. Now if he peed, yeah, because he gonna pee on everything. He just think everything belongs to him. So that's what he gonna do. But the shitting, the throwing up, the blood out of the bowels, and the constant shaking.
Like extremely stressed.
He was stressed
which
out.
was stressing me out. So we both stressed. It was bad.
He like, I'll come and see you when you come here, but Mama, I can't go back over there. And then Jigga just in the cage, just shaking for 3 days. Like he had been.
Came from which one?
The first one. He used to come home and go in the cage and shake. And I'm like, what is going on?
I'm like, and y'all thought I was crazy. I'm like, yo, something ain't.
No, I knew what was going on. I said that place is haunted. You need to get from down there. The energy's bad. The spirits who they buried under that ground in that area, they are not happy, and they are taking down anything that stays in these areas. Look at your neighbor next door. Like literally, it's so many things around the people in that area. You know what I mean? So I was very happy.
I will say again, like
just the motherfuckers you met. What? Yeah, like what are you doing, sir? What? These people come from? Nah, man. He's from down here, bro.
Crazy bitch.
It ain't even enough sage in the world.
I had some little, but no. What's so crazy though is, and here's the thing. All right, so what's crazy is that shit is real. Like that energy shit is real. So I really do enjoy our new place. Me and my sister, we live together. We have a really nice place. I enjoy it. But I let somebody come over to the house last weekend. Rajay and a group of her friends that came over hanging out, and I don't know what the fuck type of spirits they had on there, but I feel like they left that shit at my house.
Started feeling weird.
I mean, for the last, I know Isha, remember Isha Sage? Isha Sage on the 1st. And that's when that shit went down. But, you know, nobody crossed the threshold. We've been cool ever since. Which, ironically, we do feel like that has something to do with it. But, then I let those people come in, and I remember the guy telling me, like, he was like, yo, you're shoplifting your house. I could feel your energy. Like, I don't know, something about it just made me think. It made me, you know, he basically told me, he was like, you know, I'm really glad I met you. I don't know why I met you tonight, but like your energy, everything, like I appreciate you. Cool, man. I mean, honestly, I'm a cool person. I'm very down to earth. I get along with a lot of people. I really try to stay out the way. It just like the way gets in my way, so now I gotta show you the way. So
I gotta think of, I tell people at work, I be like, listen, sometimes people get out of line. You gotta check them. And then they get back in line. So now they at work saying, you know, I gotta check you. And they like, why you doing that? It was like, don't worry about it. It's something we do on our team. I do it all the time, like, cause sometimes you gotta check a motherfucker. Get them back in line, and then you can proceed. You know what I'm saying?
So when he said that, ironically, somebody else had told me the same thing, like a day prior to, or like later that day, they had texted me like, I can still feel your energy. Like I really had a great time, like hanging out with you, blah, blah, whatever. So then I just started thinking about it, and I was just like, damn, you know, I really am such a cool ass person. Like when people come around me, I'm just saying, like, I don't really have too many, it ain't even too many, I don't have any enemies. I don't really beef with people.
You probably get that a lot from your parents.
I don't really, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just, like, when people come around me, we have a good time. It's never, you know, outside of, like, my friends, they may see, they whatever. But when I genuinely meet people, it's always, like, it's never any. And if I don't like you, something's wrong with you. Because
you know, everybody says that. Everybody says, if I don't like you, something's wrong with you. And I'm gonna start disputing that in 2023. And I'm gonna tell you why. I know it'd be me.
What you mean?
I'm just awkward socially with certain situations. And I don't. Sometimes my brain be saying to me, like, I'm already at my max with new people. So I don't really got no capacity for no new ones. So I'm gonna have to wait till somebody drop off before I start accepting some more applications for new friends. Because being my friend is not very easy. It's not gonna be an easy thing. And so that's why I know it ain't always them. Sometimes I know for sure it's me. And sometimes if I don't like you, then it could be something you did or said that reminds me of somebody else I just already don't like.
That's true.
And also,
that's true.
Certain personalities and zodiac signs, I already know I have a tendency not to get along
I'm
with.
judging you.
I don't get along with them. Just like, it's just like that. So it's not
like
necessarily.
Who do you not generally get Pisces?
Weird thing is, I don't have a problem with Pisces.
I don't either. I just think they're liars.
Complete.
All liars.
But I don't have a problem. But see, I don't have a problem with people lying because I think people need to do what they need to do for them. So I don't have a problem lying as long as my lie detector can pick up the bullshit. If my lie detector can pick up the bullshit and I can see through it, I'll let you go with your lie. Because for whatever reason you feel like this is what you have to say to make me feel a certain way.
Yeah.
So now it's fun for me. So now I have to analyze this shit because that's what I enjoy. I don't like pretentious personalities. I don't like braggadocious personalities. I don't like look at me personalities. I think for me personally, I think that's just unnecessary. And I just think you need to for me, it's not necessary for me to see you. Like, you know, And it doesn't mean that they bad people. That's just me judging them. So it could definitely be me. I don't think necessarily because if I don't like you, then you're a fucked up person. I think it could be me or it could be you. And it just really depends on how I feel that day, how I'm going to carry it. Honestly.
I mean, I get that though. I ain't gonna hold you. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like not get along with certain people or signs and things like that. Like, I will say, like, if a certain person be like, I'm this person, I'd be like, especially if I had a bad encounter, I will. I definitely will. I will be like, okay, so for instance, Sagittarius, I don't trust them. I think they have, they and it ain't even on some shit like I don't trust them. I don't trust their attitudes.
And to me, it was weird is I think most Sagittarius I meet, I understand them completely, so I don't have a problem with it.
No, I be understanding them, but I get it. I get it. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm close to their sign too.
But for that's also a thing.
Yeah.
But I will say this. Though we get along very well, we act very compatible actually. But the type of person that I am and the type of person that they are, because we're so close together, it can also clash. Because it's the I don't give a fuck, the nonchalant. You know, they are definitely sociable people.
But Geminis, they always say they don't give a fuck, but they give so many fucks. They give too many fucks.
When?
All the time. You guys always say y'all don't care, but then you'll call people at 3 a.m. complaining about some shit that happened 10 years ago. And I'm just like, I thought you didn't care.
I care now.
I don't care to hear this shit. Click.
I care now.
Click. I don't care to hear this shit. Click.
I care now.
You know what I'm saying? That's
I thought about it.
That's the conundrum.
I thought it through.
That's the conundrum of it.
I'm
not
care.
dealing with that. Like, no, I don't care about your feelings. Like, I'm living in reality, man. Your feelings are like second nature to what's really going on. Because all you did was home in on the part that didn't make you feel comfortable. But the rest of that shit you was willing to take because it made you feel okay. And then you closed your eyes because that's what you wanted to do. Now everybody's a fucking villain in your little drama. Like, get the fuck out of here. Y'all some different type of creatures. It's real. So that's why honestly it's fun for me, for the Geminis I dated. It was extremely fun for me to fuck with your head and your heart. I took great pleasure in it. Because I saw how you were. You're very one-sided. If things are, I don't date you, but I'm talking about the Geminis I dated.
No, but
you're very one-sided people.
Think about my relationships.
Geminis are one-sided people.
But we have two sides.
And that's the lie that they tell y'all. One side, it ain't no two sides. These motherfuckers is split, one body. And both sides are with the fuck shit. Both sides is with the fake I give a fuck shit. Both sides is both working together to fool y'all motherfuckers and thinking they two different people. But I'm telling you, you hurt their feelings and they act like you're the worst fucking thing on the earth when they was doing the exact same thing to you. The only difference is you did it back to them, and they think because their feelings are so fucking valuable that you should cater the rest of your life to appeasing them. Suck my dick. I took great pleasure in breaking your ass down and making you feel like shit. I did it once, I did it twice, I did it 3 times, and it brought me great pleasure. Every time. No. I'm with the shits too. I'm with the shits too.
And that's why, but not for nothing, I've dated a few Scorpios, and if I'm going to be completely honest, every Scorpio that I've dealt with, and guess what?
You served them.
We play this sick game. Think about, look, Jay. Who? Jay.
If you serve me, I'll fuck with you. If you and what I mean by if
what's
you
so
serve me
is
if I be and what's crazy is I've been telling you for the longest time, that's it. Right there. I'm telling you, that's it. Because if they locked in and they give a fuck, they're gonna give a fuck. It's gonna take a long time for them not to give a fuck.
You know which Scorpio I did just recently see too though, and you would be so mad about this, which I found funny because we really don't even deal with each other.
No, I can't do it. I can't even tolerate it. And you know what?
What's so funny is
superficial shit.
Not even that, but no. Honestly though, but like anytime we see each other, like we be in a spot or anything like that, like we are really we're very cordial. It's like, hey yo, do this, give you a drink, da da da. But we don't deal with each other at all. But we did hang out recently, which I thought was funny because I was just like,
because it's like this.
Why am I doing this?
Dealing with us, one would think it's low maintenance. I mean, one would think it's high maintenance, but it's not high maintenance. We really just want to be left the fuck alone. And then you be there. But shut the fuck up. But
and
come
that's
here.
one thing I don't like.
But don't touch me.
But I'm not going to, you know what
I'm saying?
Yep.
But, no, shut the fuck up. We don't like all that. That's too much.
How was your day? What did you do?
Look, what I say to you the other day. Why the fuck you being fake on the phone? Like, this shit's annoying to me. Like, it gets on my nerves. So, how you doing? Shut the fuck up. He's a fucking corner store guy. What's up? That's how you talk to him. So, it's like,
I have a report.
no, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Just like I told you about the other one. Him and him? Yeah, that's it. All the rest of them chrome domes, no, they couldn't even wash my car for free. I don't want you coming around here. Honestly. Because I'm going to tell you right now.
Ironically, though, you know, that's what I'm going. My trip was for my birthday.
I look down the road and I look, cause see, you look right now.
I am up right now.
I look down the road.
What's so crazy is that one told me we need to have a baby.
Your child will be taken care of.
Hey, look, just how to be like. And what's so fucked up is both of our parents' name was Kim. So yeah, we just take the baby to Kim's house. And it's gonna be fine. She already said she got the room and everything. I'm like, be like, listen, the first 3 years you don't have to watch the baby. Just bring me the baby and it'll be fine.
I don't even know who you fucking think you're talking to right now. Now we gotta slow you down a little
I
bit.
said, you know
Now
that's
we gotta
not gonna happen, right?
you gotta
Now,
slow-
not with those two Kims.
Nah, you gotta slow that
It's
down.
not gonna, like, I was like,
But that Kim is an Aries. And with an Aries, they don't let go. They let you go, bitch. You done did some shit. You done did some shit. You did a whole lot of shit.
but you know what? And
They
guess
are.
what? His daddy is a Gemini.
No, no good.
And guess what his daddy name is?
No. No good. But him, that individual, I fuck with that individual hard. And I would promote that. I would promote that. That would be a good look for me. Because I know we wouldn't have the type of problems we may have with other individuals.
Like that individual we talked about prior.
Right, like we're not gonna have them kind of problems.
But see, that's
Listen, when I tell you when we get locked into an idea and it's gonna be like this, oh bitch, we about to burn this motherfucker down. It's gonna be like this. And that would be the thing. And we would have a good time because Aries and Scorpios get along.
look.
Ironically, we think a lot alike.
That's the post I like.
Yeah. 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 I can see that right now. And that would be great because you know what? I ain't got to worry about, I don't have to worry about Pampers. I don't got to worry about daycare. I don't got to worry about none of that stuff. I don't got to worry about them being there. I don't got to worry about none of that stuff. They showing up. They showing up because they going to let you know, bitch, you ain't about to bully me. You ain't about to bully me. Period.
I mean, I will let you know that though, for real. I strategically have certain people that are in my life that I would totally have a baby with. and it ain't none of them niggas I'm fucking.
See, that's the good thing of having your 20s and fucking on niggas and having a good time, because you really get to vet out shit. Me, I was just out here fucking niggas and, you know, having kids, and I won't even think about this shit 100%. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, you know, fucking have a baby by me, baby. It was just like that. But had I had the opportunity, and it's funny because me and my mom talked about this earlier, had I had the opportunity to actually think about it and actually do it the correct way, the way that I know it should be done, then this changes. This goes a whole different way. This doesn't go like it went. I'm gonna tell you now, this don't go like it went.
I mean, I'm gonna be completely. Well, why do you? Me and my friends were just having a conversation the other day, which is so crazy because, okay, most of my close friends, which y'all all know, it's my life. I only have maybe like, it's like 3 friends that don't have kids, and then it's like 4 friends that do. But what I will say is like,
y'all niggas in minority.
So, for the 3 friends that don't have kids, I was talking to my friend and I was telling her like,
she gonna know it was y'all bitch.
She was like, well, if you get pregnant, you might as well just keep it. And I was like, no. She got mad. Well, I wouldn't say she got mad, but I was like, no. I waited 30 fucking years. And I'm sorry, like here's my perspective. If I waited 30 years and aborted a couple of them, only to fuck Ray from last night and have a baby by him just because I got pregnant, you're out of your fucking mind. I'm not doing that just because I'm 30. Because I'm 30? No, because I mean that was the point of it. Like, well, we're 30 now.
But some people don't have the kid looking for the other part. Some people have a kid because they just want the kid for them. They're not looking at the picture that way. They're not looking at it like, I'm having this kid and I'm having this kid for us. It's not like they doing that. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that, because I think if you go into it knowing that I want this kid and I want this kid for me, and you're happy to get pregnant by somebody who may not have been your first choice, then I think it's quite okay to say, well, I'm just gonna have a kid because it's for me, not.
No, and I think that's okay too. But like, if I don't know you, I don't really know if I want to have this thing. Look, I was here for a good time, not a long time.
Some people.
I was just here for a good time, not a long time. I know that, but see, I'm not at that point where I just want the kid.
Yeah.
I'm really not. Like, I thought I was, but I'm not.
And there's nothing wrong with being the person who's like, no, I want a 2-parent situation. I don't want it to be a dolo solo. I don't want that. You know. But some people feel like, I'm looking for a dolo solo, so I ain't really looking for this nigga to stay around. I like his bone structure, his skin tone. And, you know, people got money, got good hair, he tall. Boom, that's what I was looking for. And yeah, they looking for that. They got that. So now they like, profile. You know, you got a big 6'4" motherfucker. It's like, that's what I was looking for. Possible offspring, some type of ball player. You know what I mean? It just depends on where you at in your life and what you're looking for, and to each his own. But people who dive into it thinking like that, when you have those moments where it gets difficult, don't then go back and, you know, act like you were doing it with the intentions of building like a family, because that's not what you was doing.
Yeah, see, that's where I'm at with it, basically.
Yeah.
Like, we good.
Yeah.
It's a solid no.
I can honestly see you being very, very angry at times, because you're the type of person, like, I think that what would have to happen is your old Instagram and all your old shit would have to be deleted and all the pictures taken down and every memory of who you used to be has to be gone. Because I think if you at home and you just put a kid to sleep and you milling around the apartment and you start looking at them old pictures, you'll be thinking, yo, yeah, I used to have a good time and I used to have fun and now I can't. See, I can see you being one of those type of people.
How I would be. I'm not ready.
Yeah, I can see you being
I don't
one
want
of
it.
those type of
I'm good. Listen, I'm good. I said I'm good on the good.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I am. Okay, I wake up 15 minutes prior to me getting to work.
But
and I work from home some days.
But at the same time, I can see you being a person who's just like, all that shit that I thought was real don't even fucking matter. Because this is way better than what it was before.
I think if it happens, it happens. But I will go with a solid, like, I'm not going for that. I'm not.
What would be the problem? What the fuck do you think gonna happen next?
What?
You think it's gonna be more fucking fun? What you think gonna happen?
What's gonna be more fun?
No, you said I'm not ready for that. So what are you ready for?
I am ready to just, travel.
Nigga, please.
I am. I don't listen. That car seat is heavy.
That's why you don't remove it from the car.
I will.
That's a carrier.
It's heavy.
What do you think you gonna do? What?
It's heavy.
Yeah, it is heavy when the baby 8 months and these niggas still got the baby in the carrier when damn well they ain't supposed to be in the carrier.
These things are heavy.
And people hold it wrong.
And then like people forget kids in cars. That happens. Like I just got a lot going on with.
You ain't gonna forget no kid in no car.
But it does. Like sleep deprived. I don't want it.
You already have sleep deprived.
Exactly. I can barely get up for work in the morning on time.
Well, I tell you one thing. Once you have a responsibility for something that's bigger than yourself, all the things you think you can't do will very much become easy to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I fear.
Yeah, will very much become
the
easy.
level of cooperation where I will fall into. I don't.
Well, bitch, I'm gonna tell you now, bitch. You ain't gonna be young forever. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay, so what?
Don't trip into no disrespect to the people. I'm just trying to say this right now. I'm talking to my daughter. Okay? I'm looking at both cameras. I'm talking to my daughter. So you don't want to trickle in the IVF work.
Why would you say that?
Because it's real fucking shit.
But then I could have 3 at once.
If your eggs is cooked, you gotta go somewhere and get some fucking help, bitch. And that costs a coin. You don't want to be one of them niggas who like, I pay it, I'ma hope this work out.
I feel like I'm being pressured. I
ain't pressuring nobody for anything because I still owe Capital One. And I gotta get my money right. Because, I have to be, for myself, financially stable to
That's
be
what
able
I'm
to
saying.
support things.
And y'all just like, it's stressful, man.
But I'm closer than you, so I'm straight. I can figure my shit out quickly. When I'm bound, move some shit around and it's good. You know what I mean? It's easy to be part-time.
I live in a bachelorette bed right now. I don't have time for that.
You do.
Where the baby gonna sleep?
In the room that y'all get when you move.
That all just seems so stressful. Anyways, it ain't. Look, my 30s is like my 20s was for my young self. My 30s are for me.
What the fuck? Both of them for you then. What the fuck? You see this? Man. You see Gemini's? You see this? What I'm talking about?
The real me.
And both sides of her are saying that. They done figured out a way that actually makes sense. That shit don't even make no sense. But that's how they
It does. My 20s were like for young me. My 30s are like for older me. More like thought out and less violent me.
Nigga, please.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Less
I'm gonna tell you right now.
reactional me.
Them shots and them treatments They don't cover that shit on insurance.
All I'm saying is people have babies at 40. I'm shooting for 40.
Which where?
What?
You tell me who having a baby at 40?
Somebody literally just had a baby. Who? I saw it on TikTok.
Because that's an informative platform to go to get all your fucking information.
Okay.
TikTok. You know, you delete the apps. Just delete all the social media apps. They're fucking y'all up. For real.
What?
It's not real life.
What was I supposed to have kids at what, 21?
No. I don't
Exactly.
recommend nobody do what I did. Don't do that. Because that stifle you. It stifle your shit. You can't even be like fancy free footloose out this bitch when you do that, because you got the fucking kids. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, decide today like, fuck it, I ain't going back to that job. I'm going to Costa Rica with these people I met. You can't just do that. You got to think about daycare, Pampers, kids.
I live a really decent life right now. I don't have to feed anyone outside of myself, which you never know how that works out on a day-to-day basis. I don't have to do any of those things. I just have to be responsible for me. I don't think
How's
it's
it working out
anything
for you?
wrong with being responsible for you.
How does it working out?
The days are up and down.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know what it's like to be in my 20s and not have responsibilities. I think because I had you guys, that definitely made me a better and stronger person. It forced me to think about something more than just myself. And it also protected me from a lot of reckless behavior.
Yeah, I'm quite reckless.
I don't know why you saying it like that's a fucking prop, like that's a fucking, like you get applause. That ain't.
I'm just telling you. I mean, I am. I do what I want to do whenever I want to do it. I'm not saying like I'm not big.
I did what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it.
Yeah, but you had kids.
Yeah, but I did what I wanted to do.
So you had a different mindset, but you didn't really do everything. Right?
In intervals, I did.
Yeah, but I don't live in intervals, is what I'm saying. So I'm not saying like a bad thing, but what I'm saying is like I just don't have to be as like it's just me. I'm gonna make sure I'm straight.
There is not one single thing that I did, one single experience that I had that beat being y'all mom.
Well, I appreciate that, Mom.
It ain't for you. It's a fact.
Oh.
There's never one place I've been or one thing that I did that was better than just being home with y'all on the snow day.
I don't know what Mom's like. I mean, I don't
I'm
know.
saying it wasn't. So for me, I hear what you're saying because
I mean, I'm just saying like I am.
Because that's your experience. That's your own experience,
like,
right? Right. So I'm just sharing you with mine. So it gives you a different sense of everything. So like in relationships where you don't have kids and you like niggas bothering you when you have kids, that shit literally plays second a lot of the time. You really don't have the energy to put forth to all of that. Because at some point that cuts off because you got real people in front of you. And going with them to Chuck E. Cheese or one of their basketball games supersedes any pretentious bullshit that you could possibly do in the street. I don't have time for you. I am molding a real human who's cooler than you.
Okay.
I loved hanging out with my kids. I love my kids being in the backseat. I love being able to say, oh, I can't because I got my kids. I loved y'all coming in my bed and laying in the bed. That's why I ain't need no niggas to lay with me because I had y'all. Y'all better than them. I can feed y'all. I ain't got to fuck y'all. Y'all ain't trying to play me. Y'all just want to hang out. And then when I wanted to be off y'all, I dropped your ass off and I hit these fucking streets.
Oh.
But then when it was over, I could say, hey, I
gotta go get my kids.
I can't go too far with this because I got to get my kids, which is a cool thing because the person on the opposite side of that always wants more. But they can never have more because I got to go, which is a beautiful thing. Because anytime you feed a person, anytime you take the food and put it to somebody's mouth and give them a taste, and then they got their mouth open for the next day, so you just hold it there. You know how long they keep their mouth open? It's great.
Oh my God.
It's fucking great.
We like,
and you know that I'm not feeling bad because I gotta go get my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they matter more.
Because not for nothing, like any motherfucker that be like, oh, look at your kid. I don't know.
Yes, bitch, I'm going to get my kids. Fuck is you talking about?
Like
them kids you just paid tuition for school for. Going to get them. Okay. You know what I mean?
Shouts out the private.
So it just puts things in a different perspective. And I try to explain that to some people, and I'm like, you don't know what it's like to live free without those responsibilities. I don't know what that's like to live free without those responsibilities. I truly think if I didn't have kids, I would be in jail. I grew up in a different time than y'all. I would be in jail, or I would definitely have
never
been,
going back.
I would definitely have been into some wild shit because I had nobody to give a fuck about. I didn't care. It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, but see, I guess that's the difference between, like, again, like I will say the difference between me and you is that, like, I always appreciated our family. Like, you know, like our family, my sisters, my brothers, like, I'm very family oriented, and I appreciate, like, anybody that know me, that's one thing they ask me, like, I love how you be with your family. That's all I got, baby. So, for real, when I'm not with my friends, I'm with my family, and I don't consider my friends not family. So realistically, I'm always.
I was thug life, nigga. You
so no.
You taking trips.
I think actually sometimes it make me really bad. I have to wonder sometimes about myself. I'd be like, damn, like I will legitly like curb a nigga to go hang out with my sister.
You should.
I'm gonna go hang out with my sister.
You should. You know why? Because the nigga you don't have to curb will be able to go with you to hang out with your sister, and it wouldn't feel like baggage. It wouldn't feel like a problem.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna be with nobody that my people don't like. I'm telling you right now.
She not.
It's not gonna work.
I was just like that nigga with them white socks and them Adidas. That night was the end. That was it. Everybody in the house was like, who the fuck is that? You can't survive that.
I'm gonna just be, and honestly, I will say that happens with all of your children.
I told you, like I don't like them. Like
all of them. Her, the nigga that she ain't with him.
Look, get the fuck out of here.
The nigga that she was with.
Yeah, get him out of here.
She ain't with him.
Mm-mm.
We don't even know anybody that he know.
You don't bring around here.
You don't even bring the bitches around.
Mm-mm. No.
I even tried.
He like his mom
Street, but
he like his mom.
So yeah, no, I don't. Exactly. Well, I guess I need to have a baby. That's where it's
No, I'm not saying you need to have a baby, but I'm saying it does change things in your life and put different certain things in perspective. That's all. Not like you gotta have no kid, because if you don't want no kid, don't have no kid. Don't have no kid. Just
I'm not gonna have it. I'm telling you this right now. I still got good. I got a good.
Well, it sounds like you wouldn't have it anyway. It sounds like you wouldn't have a kid at 4 years old. And I gotta be honest, I don't trust you. So I don't. I see you on the weekend.
You don't trust who?
Nah, I can't be having all them wild people. I can't be having all the traffic and the people around and stuff.
You don't trust me?
Yeah, I can't do all that.
You think I'm gonna have my children around just like anybody? Come on.
Yeah. So, you know
my story. You know my story.
Like, bitch, I reads the room.
That's not gonna fucking happen. And you already know that. That ain't happening. It ain't handicapped.
Ain't nobody going nowhere.
Okay? I don't y'all come over here. That's what my mama used to do. They come over here. You can't go over there.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know, I don't know Leroy. And I don't
Leroy look like he got cameras everywhere. This nigga got a Polaroid. See, you ain't got to develop a Polaroid picture. But you can keep it.
I don't mean to put that on the little Leroy's, but you know.
Yeah, I don't trust no nigga with no vans. You don't be having
that time.
That was the worst experience of my life. That was terrible.
Honestly though,
I know it. He got a van. I know it. I know it. Get out of here.
All right. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that's another episode of Toxic Gang.
If you don't have a work van, just a regular driving Monday through Friday van, you got to get the fuck out of here. Like, seriously.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Don't be pulling up to my house with no van talking about something. Come on, kids. Fuck out of here. Crazy
She
as a
was
bitch.
mad too. She let me go, but she called me.
No.
Actually, I got picked up from her.
Yeah, tell the truth. Because I ain't, that would have never fucking happened. And you never go back. No, you ain't going to her fucking house. I don't know what the fuck freaky shit they into. But it sound like a setup to me, goddamn.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh my God.